Good morning, dear friends. You and I are invited by God to live a new day, a new beginning. It's time for renewal. Are we ready to be anew? And today, talking about renewal, we're going to talk about energy medicine in Spiritism. We talked about the magnetized water and the passes. Emmanuel then quotes Matthew chapter 8, verse 17. And he took up our infirmities and bore our diseases. Emmanuel beautifully unfolds an explanation for us. My friend, the passes is a transfusion of psychological, psychic transfusion, operated through goodwill, through which the companion of the good receives in themselves your benefit. If a disease, sadness, or bitterness are remaining as our imperfections, excesses of all sorts, it is important to consider that in the service of passes, your betterment is a result of the exchange of vivid and acting elements. You may bring toxins and afflictions, and somebody will give to you new resources and comforting balm. In the climate of trials and anguish, there's the need and the suffering. In the sphere of prayer and love, a friend converts him or herself, in an instrument of infinite goodness, so you may receive the remedy and the assistance. Help the work in yourself with your own inner cleansing effort. Forget all evils that are in your mind. Forgive offenses of everyone who don't understand you. Run away from this destructive dismay and fill yourself with the sympathy and understanding so others may receive it. Evil is always ignorance, and ignorance requires forgiveness and help, so that it may dissolve in favor of our own tranquility. Therefore, if you intend on keeping the advantages of the passes in yourself, which is a sublime act of Christian fraternity, purify your feeling and your reasoning, your heart and your brain. No one will lay out food, the indispensable food, in an impure vase. Therefore, do not abuse those who help you. Do not take the place of those who are in true need just because of your whims and your oversensitivity, because they were wounded. The passes expresses always the way to recover the energies that we have wasted. But we cannot waste it, the energy that has come from on high, due to our childishness or pettiness. If you need such intervention as the passes, be of goodwill, ground your expectation in celestial springs of divine supply, humble yourself, conserve yourself in edifying reception, open your heart in positive trust, and remember that someone will bear the weight of your afflictions. Rectify your pathway, considering equally that the incessant sacrifice of Jesus for all of us, because according to the sacred scriptures, Jesus himself took up our infirmities and bore our illnesses. Yes, we call it energy medicine because the passes in the water is an opportunity for us to be anew. But we can't be vampires of the people who do this, living a hacked life and coming to the center and receiving it. And that's one of the reasons why we tell you it's important to have centers all around the world. You know, if you are living in an area where there's no center, remember, you may be the one, you know, that is being asked to start this group. Because this energy medicine through passes changes our lives. I've seen cases after cases in front of my face. People who were suffering from all sorts of things. They received the passes. They got better. Emotionally, physically. They drank up the healing water, the blessed water, and they felt the same. But here Emmanuel is explaining how it happens and what we need to do in order to receive it. So friends, if you're a pass giver, read this time and again. Listen to this message time and again so you can better your own instrumentation. If you are the person who gives the water in your center, do the same. And if you're the one receiving, whenever we receive, let us remember that we need to be open to receive. He says we need to cleanse our hearts, open our hearts, forgive people, or it's going to be fruitless. Let us think of this because God is so good that allows us to be instruments of the good for one another. Right now, though we are not in a physical spiritist center, we can receive these blessings wherever we are. Let us feel the presence of the spirit doctors, nurses, and therapists. Shall we, friends? Dear Mother, Father God, we thank you for bringing us a new day filled with loving information. We want to raise ourselves above our limitations and be anew. May we boost the adult in us, uplifting thoughts and feelings, caring, parenting our inner child so we don't need to ask for other people to do so. May we give the much you have given us, and whenever receiving, may we be diligent in goodwill and conscientiousness so we can receive efficiently. Dear God, we visualize the spirit doctors, nurses, and therapists that you have provided this morning to kindly apply onto each one of us in the circle of prayer, live and on demand. The passes, the energy medicine that we need. We breathe in the healing molecules. We feel them permeating ourselves and help us rid ourselves of toxins. Thank you for health, for the joy of living. We visualize our homes being protected in your kindness. We visualize our loved ones being showered by this healing, and we see love spreading to our neighbors, to our colleagues at work, to our workplaces, to our children's schools, to every single business establishment. We visualize hospitals being showered by healing. We visualize nursing homes, clinics, urgent cares. We visualize prison shelters, refugee camps, enveloped in your loving kindness. And we see efforts of the good all over the earth being strengthened. May the workers of the good, wherever they are, feel strengthened in their mission and never give up. Thank you, dear Lord, for life. May we stay with you in goodwill today and always, and so be it. Yes, 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 we are being so blessed by knowing the mechanism. We are coming at a time on earth when everything is being explained. Thanks to Spiritism, we know why things happen. Let us then, if you have a Spiritist center, give the fullest of yourself. If you are a past giver, give the fullest of yourself. If you're receiving it, also give the fullest of yourself. Open your heart. Let us do this today, dear friends, and we may be happier tomorrow. It's our sowing for a happy harvest of light tomorrow. We want to thank each one of you for being here with us. Thank you, Katia. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Slavik. Thank you, Lu. Thank you, John. Thank you, Rita de Cássia. Thank you, Maíde. A big hug, friends. We wish you a beautiful day and night in the energy medicine of love.